Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Accent Gaming. I'm proud to present Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So, this is the way that it goes. I'm going to be playing this game and kicking all forms of ass. I've got, it looks like, Carl the Card, who's a comedian, will be joining us, and it ought to be funny.
Alright, lads. I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the
deadliest scourge of these seas. Best intro in a game ever.
But this man,
I've seen him fearsome dog, I've seen him.
Trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck
Of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing. Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man. And he's a canny one. Knows his way round every crag and crevice of these islands.
So if his fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs. For there's more mystery to that man
than even I dare ask. You know you're badass when Blackbeard is talking shit. Now this is such a great scene. He literally kills this dude and then walks off with this chick like a boss. Hey. She's like, what just happened? And he's like, huh, nothing, you're coming with me, babe. I gotta say, Edward Kenway is by far my favorite assassin. He's got the charm, the charisma, and he's a fucking pirate, man. It doesn't get much better than that. So now, I don't know that I've played this on my PS4, so it looks like you get to see me start a new game from scratch. So this ought to be good, lads. I love this game for so many reasons. One of the primary reasons I enjoy this game is that you get to straight up be a pirate, man. You get to sail a ship, you get to get into sea battles, and the graphics on this are just so good. So, here's something interesting about this, is that I am going to be playing this, I'm going to be playing this, this game on a PS3 disc in my PS4. Now, how does that work, you ask? Because it's not backwards compatible? Well, guess what? With this one, it is. I pre-ordered this game, so when I pre-ordered it, they gave me a code that I could put in, and now I can play the PS3 disc in the PS4. It downloads all of the extra data so that it actually is PS4 quality. I've actually bought this game on PS4 as well, just so that I can compare the two, and I can tell you the quality is identical. The sound is identical. Everything is as if it were a PS4 disc. So that tells us that the capability is there. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I really hope you're going to enjoy this. So I just got this joke that I thought was kind of funny. It says, how do you make a plumber cry? You kill his family. That's pretty good. So I don't know if you guys have heard of, there's a comedian named Bo Burnham. He's not funny at all, for the record. Personally, I think he's probably one of the lamest comedians I've ever heard of. But my buddy Carl just absolutely loves him, thinks he's hilarious. So I'm assuming I have two people on right now. Feel free to comment and I will respond. Now there is a slight lag, but it seems to be getting a lot better. Now my regular viewer is Tyler Wood, who is pretty much a badass, and the other is Carl the Card. Carl is a comedian and loves to try and make people laugh. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There he is, look at that glare. The very beginning of this game, it's very cinematic. Enjoy. That crappy little deckhand there is Edward Kenway. This is back when he was just a whiny little bitch and not a badass assassin yet. By the way, this is one of the best soundtracks to a game I've ever heard. Reach the ship's wheel. You want me to take the wheel? Alright, I'll do that. I'm trying. Now, I love the graphics on this game. I mean, the rain is literally falling off them. I had the Batman game. So, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Little tiny ship I'm about to take out. And let's just ram her. Ow, I'm kind of being shot at. That's not fun. I love that the very first thing you do in this game is have a giant gun battle, like a battle with like 6 different ships. No big deal. You think? He's like, oh, we're taking damage here. Well, duh. Hey, I've got a third person on. Welcome, my third. Now that is Edward Kenway. Oh, of course, my ship's gonna blow up now. You should just dive into the water, bro. Is that the... Oh, there's Duncan Walpole. Yo, what's up, Ty?
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod of the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food.
So what's funny about this is that that's his wife, Caroline, and
decent life.
He doesn't see her again until the end of, like, ever, I think, in the entire game.
How long have you gone with these privateers?
It's funny, biggest lie in the game.
A year, I reckon.
A year, I reckon?
2 at the most.
2 at the most. Yeah, no, he's gone, like, fucking 10 years.
All right, no more than 2. Promise me.
We're talking 24 months she's just agreed for him to be a privateer. 24 months. Think about that for a minute. So, Carl, you say you're pretty funny. Why don't you try and make the other viewers laugh? What did the blind and deaf orphan get for Christmas? The answer is cancer. Wow. Look, everything's on fire. Let's swim. Oh, my ship, it seems to be dead. I have literally 500 reals to my name. Ooh. Look at this, I can go inside my burning ship. Just the graphics. Alright, so let's see, lads. What can we do? I love that, you know, his ship literally just blew up. Well, Tyler, you know, you need to work on your social life a little bit then. 'Cause your wrist hurts. That's a masturbation joke, and it's inappropriate. Look at that. You can literally see fish swimming underneath the water. I'm telling you, these graphics are just amazeballs. I love them. His teeth are super white for a pirate. Just saying.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
He just called me a bloody fucking pirate.
I'm on to you, Sneaksby! Come on, mate. We're off to a bad
So I'm
start.
supposed to find this assassin. I just want to take a minute to really appreciate the scenery. Does that make me a nerd? But I mean, you think about it. It was actually somebody's job to make this all pretty like this. This is a... Find the assassin. Okay. Okay, stop. Look at this. I mean, seriously. How beautiful is that? It's cool. Oh, yeah, let's just fall. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Fall to your death much?
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
The one thing I do like better about Assassin's Creed Syndicate is that the climbing system is a lot better than it is in this game. Tyler would like to clear the record and say that it wasn't a masturbating accident that hurt his wrist. It was bowling. He somehow strained it bowling, and he thinks that's cooler than a masturbation problem. My favorite parts about this game is the synchronizations, because you really just get to take a minute to appreciate the, you know, background stuff. This game is not for those who are afraid of heights, I'll tell you that right now.
Posh git. Where's he running to?
I just like to point out the fact that he just called that guy Git. How cute is that? He just said he's going to kill me. I say that's cute because it kind of is. Loot. Lootenschlagen. I don't even know if that's a word. It is now. Whee. It's my excuse, he says.
We could work together on this.
Man, see, I was supposed to get back up there. See, that was an opportunity, and I just missed it. Ah, no! That's not what I wanted to do. Hate it when it does that. There we go. Climb up. Arg. Come on. There we go. Up. Up's a daisy. That's a good boy. There we go. Now I can synchronize again. I'm not being funny, so... Alright, so, here we go. A guy goes into the pub and he says to his friend, "You won't believe what happened. I was taking a shortcut along the railway track, and I found a girl tied to it. I untied her and we had sex over and over again, all the positions, everything." His friend replies, "That's great. Did you get a blowjob?" He says, "No, I never found her head." "Oh, that's disgusting." Here's another one. "What's red and orange and looks really good on Republicans?" "Fire." Whoa. So a lot of these, I'm getting jokes sent to me, and I'm just going to read them. They're probably offensive, and if so, I apologize. Sure, I'll dive into the water, because why not? Reasons. I'm supposed to try and find Duncan Wapool here, and I don't remember where the heck he went, but I'm going to pretend like I know.
Keep your distance!
There he is. Ooh, he shot me. What a fucking dick. Why would you do that, Duncan? That's not very nice. You shoot me, and now I have to kill you. He told me to keep my distance, but I don't really feel like it. Because he just shot at me. That makes me want to hurt him. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, that's okay, actually. Ah, man. Desynchronized. So I'm going to come up with some of the most offensive jokes I possibly can. Son of a bitch. And you do me a favor. If you think it's funny, laugh. If you don't, subscribe. Either way, win-win. That's how I see it. It says, "Kill the assassin." See, this is supposed to be like a tutorial on how to be an assassin badass, and, you know, sometimes it works well, and sometimes it doesn't, and the suckiest part about it is that, sometimes you lose your footing, and when that happens, you get caught up, and then you get desynchronized, and that just sucks. That was way too easy. He's supposed to be an assassin. Alright, so here comes an offensive joke, and I'm going to throw this out there, and I apologize in advance, but not really, okay? What's black and sits in the living room in front of the TV doing absolutely nothing all day, every day? My sofa, of course. God, you don't think I'd let a black guy in the house, do you?
Senor Duncan Wapool.
Wow.
I accept your most generous offer and await your arrival with eagerness. If you truly possess the information we desire, we have the means to reward you handsomely. Though I will not know your face by sight, I believe I can recognize the costume made infamous by your secret order. Therefore, come to Havana in haste. and trust that you shall be welcomed as a brother. Su más humilde servidor, el gobernador Laureano Torres y Ayala.
So I'd just like to point out, those of you who are Assassin's Creed fans, he literally just threw out the wrist blades.
Let's collect your reward.
Now I get it, he threw them out because they were broken, but at the same time, he threw out the wrist blades, man. It's like, what the hell? Let's just take a moment to really admire the graphics here. Really, I mean, dang. Anywho. There is supposedly a treasure chest somewhere around here. I think it might be up above. Could be back here, I don't know.
Me just fine.
Now he's talking about there's a boat down there. And he's going to actually make it his boat. But before I actually delve into that, let's do another joke. What do 54,000... You know what? You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to tell that joke. There's some... I got to draw the line sometimes. You know? Sometimes you just got to know when to draw the line and when to say things and when not to say things. And I have to use a little bit of self-censorship there. Because I'm not a complete fucking tack drag. Anywho. And a good time was had by all. In other news... Now, listen, here's the thing. What I've got going on here is, I'm in a restricted area, and they say that because there's a boat up above that I'm gonna try and steal. No, Carl, I don't think I'll be sharing the joke. It's not that funny, really. There's my ship soon.
Hold it! Stop them! Take my sugar! Take anything you like! I'll pay you! Anything you like!
Why did Hitler kill himself? He saw the gas bill. Ah ha 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 ha. Wow. So yeah, that was just a thing.
Take anything you like.
Here's how I silently assassinate.
I'll pay you. Anything you like.
Oh, I did, Carl. I read it. Like a real pirate, I'm gonna steal from him. Now, there are quite a few people here. And, oh, hey guys. That's how you kill two people with one sword. Okay, that was two swords, but whatever. You'll pay me? Thanks, I'll take money. That's Stede Bonnet. In real life, he was known as the Gentleman Pirate.
Thanks. Is that yours? It is my vessel, yes. But here lies its poor captain, and I have no art for sailing.
I can pilot her myself, no mind.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan. What's your name, friend?
Stede Bonnet.
Well, Mr. Bonnet, let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Ah, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination. Our ways lie together.
Natural allies, then.
You put me at ease, sir. To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes.
That's because I am a pirate.
Way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright.
Maybe that's not the ship that becomes mine.
All things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it?
Rather fortuitous day. All things considered. Now I think, yes, has reached the ship's wheel.
We'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
Actually, you know what? There is a pirate. There he is. I love that it's a pirate surrounded by, just like bottles. I always thought that's kind of funny.
This is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
Any more jokes? Let's see. You know, it's very hard for me to have clean jokes because most of them that I know are also filthy. Hey, look, fishies. Everybody likes fishies. Hi, fishies. Swimmy, swimmy, swimmy. This is boring to me. Like, I wouldn't want to watch me play right now. I apologize. At least when I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I'm a little more gory. You know what I mean? Or being a little more brutal. I'm saying it's not boring to me, but I would assume it's boring for you to watch me.
She's a modest schooner, but well suited to my purpose, trafficking cargo from my plantation and such.
She'll do fine. There's a strong wind now. Let's strike
Actually, no.
shall we?
Hold on. There's a bunch of treasures and stuff back there. And I kind of feel stupid for leaving this area. Because, I mean, look at all that. Yeah, baby jokes. Well, as a father, it's not very appropriate for me to tell any kind of baby jokes, you son of a bitch, Carl. But, you know, I know some.
There's a tug of the wind at my hair. I find a bracing comfort in the feel and smell of the ocean. The raw stink of possibility.
That's a top way of seeing it, mate.
We've really opened it up now, haven't we?
Tell you what, why don't I change it because I'm not a complete tack drag, as I mentioned before. Why don't I go with, how do you fit 10,000 dead bunnies into a phone booth? Look, the answer is with a straw. What? No. How do you fit 10,000 dead bunnies into a phone booth? The answer is with a blender. How do you get them out? The answer is with a straw. There you go. Okay, so this doesn't look bad.
My ship is small, and I have nothing of immense value. Sugarcane and its yields, molasses, rum, that sort of thing.
There's not a pirate living who'd turn his back on a keg of rum.
Well, yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
So the whole point of this tutorial... Hey, look, flying birds. The whole point of this tutorial here is to teach me how to drive a ship. Now, the kicker about that is that I absolutely, love this game, so I already know how to pilot a ship. So, this is a complete fucking waste of time for me. I say as I almost run into a rock. I should have really gone back and looked for, like, treasure chests and things like that, because I don't think in the in all the hours that I've played this game I've ever gone back to that area to get all the treasures, so that was kind of stupid. Oh, look, an event. Ooh, it's a whale. Humpback whale. Very cool. There you go. Setting sail to the open sea, and that's how it's done.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure.
Dash my buttons.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Fun fact, Down syndrome makes anything funny.
Fantastic work. Very promising.
See, and this is how they ruin it for me, is they make you go into the quote real world. You know, you play this game to be an assassin. You play this game because it's awesome to feel like a badass and to be able to, you know, run around and climb buildings and pirate ships and things like that. But then they do things like this.
Welcome back. Well, your numbers look good. Now let's make sure we didn't break your brain, all right? I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here. Look up. That's it. Down. So far, so good. Let's get you up. So, welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started, you're gonna need this. There you go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, bonjour. C'est bon? It works?
Bonjour, ça va très bien, ça va très mal.
All right.
Ça va, comme ci, comme ça.
Your file says you've done some memory
I do not
research before.
remember a lot of
Which
French,
is
but I remember some.
You're very good.
Accent gaming, this
Data
is why we
streams
call
are
it
very
accent
stable.
gaming, because I am able to do accents and pull them out of my ass at any time. My ass. My arse.
Impressive, right?
Ass.
This building
Impressive.
is barely
This building
6
is
months old,
barely 6
but
months
Abstergo
old,
Entertainment has been a
but
studio for a
Abstergo
few years.
Entertainment has
Since
been a
2010.
studio for a few years, since 2010.
Grandmother's mother was Asian.
Sounds confusing.
Oh, ouais, tu penses ça, toi?
I had fun.
Maybe you saw Liberation?
That's
That was our first
Assassin's
title powered
Creed.
by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the
Liberation.
iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course. Edited versions of real history. But only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature. Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig.
I like
It'll
Caribbean
just take a minute,
pilots.
okay?
Okay, so let's see.
You didn't get hacked. Well, thank you, Nancy. Bonne journée.
Bonne journée.
C'est bon, c'était prêt. Magnifique.
C'est bon.
Merci. This is for you. The primary tool of our trade. Your communicator. Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
So, you know how I know you're gay, Carl?
You might have
Because I see
noticed
those
this area
things.
seems a little light around here. That's because your communicator is your key to getting around.
So in other words, having a communicator is enough to get me through security. And look at that, more fishies. Like I said, the graphics on this game are just amazeballs. Abstergo. She's like walking backwards. It's because she was waiting for me. I make this boring because I am so busy looking
See that
around.
flashing wireless signal?
Yes?
It means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you
Neat.
do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample
Let's
17
go to
studio.
the Sample
Second
17
floor.
studio on the second floor. Oh, look at that. Goodbye, first floor. Goodbye, first floor.
You ready?
Hello, lady with
Let's
crappy
go.
haircut and shitty animating.
Ah, there's the boss, Olivier Garneau, our CCO. I'll introduce you. Bonjour.
Salut Mélanie. Ça va bien?
Well, thanks. Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
I haven't. Bonjour. What
My name
project?
is
Sample
Balls.
17, the Kenway line.
Hey them, Connor.
Edward, the pirate.
Ah, yar, matey. Very exciting. Welcome aboard. Mélanie, can we talk in your office for a minute?
Just let me get this one settled and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
C'est bon. Nice to meet you.
So, this is the Sample 17 floor. We're diving into the memories of a very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there. This pair of legs is John, one of the wizards in IT. He's just fixing something for you.
Not fixing, calibrating.
Calibrating. Not fixing, calibrating.
Your very own Animus workstation.
Your very own Animus workstation.
This is all yours. So sit back, relax, and find us some good footage.
Okay.
If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs, so you'll have no problems. And I'll check in on you later. Happy pirating.
So this is where it gets interesting. That's my Animus. I can get in there. This is my desk. Now I wish that my workspace looked like this. There's these little post-its, though, that I find kind of interesting. And they have the barcodes on there. QR codes or whatever. Anyway, they have QR codes that talks about being life is sacred and profane, priceless and worthless, fleeting and eternal. We submit. Being that life can be blah blah blah, bullshit. A lot of boring stuff. Here's my employee passport. This actually tells me everything I could ever possibly want to know. It's basically a handbook. Yeah, nobody cares. So, yeah, that's where the post-it was. Blah, blah. Also part of my desk, right? I've got a trash can. And, I just want to go on record. No reason whatsoever. I hate Carl the Card. I think it's hilarious. This one time I saw a fat man in a bunny suit. It was basically just a fat man wearing a thong and bunny ears and a bow tie. And in the background was Max Payne holding a gun to his head. It was the most bizarre thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So that happened. Anyway, so yeah, we've got this picture of what looks like maybe a brothel or something. I don't know. If you've seen the show Black Sails, that actually looks like a set piece from there. There's a little doll of Edward. And it's flashing because reasons, I don't know. Let's see what my files are. I've already seen all that shit. And then down there, you can't really see it very well, but there's books and things like that. As you play the game, you unlock more character dolls. But what I think is kind of cool is sometimes they have like strat guides and stuff. So you can actually walk around the entire workspace here, and you can eavesdrop.
They don't make these rules for no reason.
Yeah, I've been pushing it to 5 to 6 hours every day. Damn.
That's enough to trigger a bleeding effect, man. You need to be cautious. They've made progress on confronting this always danger.
Anyway, you got all these books. Like, that's the Assassin's Creed Black Flag novel, which I actually had at one point. I think I loaned it to a friend or something, but there's actually a whole other room here later I get to hack. Bunch of rooms, actually. And post-its. And you gotta love the great graphics. You can actually read some of them. But anyway, so as you kind of wander through, pens and pencils and things, when you get to other people's workstations, you can actually see some of the cool things they've unlocked. Like this dude is supposed to be in trying to find footage, and he has unlocked, that looks like John Rackham. Who is that? Anne Bonny, it looks like, maybe. So there's a couple of cool characters there. And then, of course, he has an Abstergo t-shirt, rollerblades because he's a douchebag, and a couple books and things like that. So, you know, everybody kind of has their own thing going on. Oh, yes, and he plays guitar, which is how you know he's really presumptuous. Let's go eavesdrop over here a bit. They're literally standing. Oh.
Yeah, I think so. He's super arrogant.
Try turning it off and back on again? That's all he ever says when I have a problem.
Exactly.
You know, my buddy Carl seems to think that I find fat man things funny. He's the one that finds them funny. I don't at all. So he wastes his time trying to make me laugh by making me watch things that I don't think are funny. There's Stede Bonnet, we just met him. Yeah, that's Wale. So you can see some of the other figures. That's kind of a cool hat. And this guy's plugged in. Oh look, he's got pizza. Anybody want some lunch? And what looks like a giant Nerf gun? That's awesome. Video game, video game. Some cool posters. I'd love to have that poster. It's pretty wicked. I actually have a really cool Black Flag poster in my basement. And suddenly I'm a fucking bartender. More pizza. Hey guy, what's up my friend? So, anyway, this is boring. I know I'm just kind of wandering around. I know, it doesn't look like Assassin's Creed anymore, Tyler says. Who wants to see me get back in there and start killing? Which is exactly what I'll do. Once I get back to my spot. There it is. I think this one's mine anyway. Yep, alright, it's time to get back in the Animus.
Welcome to Animus Omega, Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor, Melanie LeMay. You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project. Your primary research target is Edward James Kenway, born March 10, 1693, Swansea, Wales.
You know, one thing that's really cool is that when you're playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you actually go to Edward Kenway's house. But he's dead. So there's that. It's not cool that he's dead, it's cool that you actually get to go to his house. Like I said, I love this soundtrack.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
Awful pleasure.
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh god. Not you, my viewers. I hate Carl the Card. Oh god. I can't even. God damn it.
Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins. Nothing wrong, Duncan?
No, it's nothing. Sand in my hampers. So where's the best squad in
Sand in my hampers.
Or a siesta, should I say?
So I actually have the collector's edition strat guide for this game, and in the back of it is a whole glossary of pirate verbiage. I thought that was pretty great.
Be a great relief to have your stature nearby. Case of a misunderstanding.
I can hang about. I might have a drink.
Splendid. A drink.
But they don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this purge.
Nice. Tyler has pie. I'd just like to point that out.
Hola, ladies.
You don't know these women, do you?
No. They charge money for that kind of privilege. A few dozen reals for every hour of knowing. Keen to meet them?
No, goodness no, I'm a married man.
Yes, Carl, you do win. Oh, look, it's a dog. Well, that's a cat.
Aha! Here's a purveyor of personal defenses. I should acquire a blade for myself, Duncan, just as you have.
This rusty razor's nothing to admire.
Even so, I appear a mere kitten walking so close upon you. Perhaps a small dagger would suit me. Let's see what he's selling.
I'm not sure why dwarves make me laugh.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair, you and I. Twin devils.
Steve Bonnet's a nice guy, but he comes across as kind of a tool bag.
Lend us a
I'm
few
talking
reals,
like
then.
straight up.
I did save your skin.
Ah, of course.
Cheers.
I'm supposed to buy a sword now. I've got British cutlasses. I'm supposed to buy that one because it's flashing at me, but I kind of like the Spanish rapiers better. But I'll buy them because it says I'm supposed to.
That's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch. Oh, Pufferduff.
Pufferduff, he just said that.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
Okay. So, let's make this a little more Assassin's Creed-y, shall we?
My goodness, you're an agile chap.
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yeah, a fine way to put it.
I'm such a good gamer. Why do you say that? He's staring in the hole at the top of the church, and he gets this kind of a view. Oh, God.
I think I see the place.
And then suddenly he's turned back around. He's like, what do I do? You don't run.
I'll break your knees when I catch you.
Ooh. That's not a very nice thing to say.
I'm close at heel, shitbird.
He just called him a shitbird. Oh yeah, dude, I'm totally gonna kick your ass as soon as I catch you.
Don't make me chase you into the harbor.
Hey! Cool.
You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Well, I'm not all that great at Assassin's Creed, but you are not wrong, Carl. I do not run like a boss, as it were. Oh, I'm supposed to. Oh, hey, what's up, buddies? Is that how you want to play this game, really? Alright, whatever. Hey, don't do that. That's not nice. How about this? Anybody else want to fuck with me? You don't want to fuck with me. Only ninja that I trust is me. Ow. Hiya! Eat the balls! Right through the head. Reach for the stars. Now, if you look at this, it looks like there's supposed to be that little jingling sound that you hear. That means that there's a treasure chest nearby. Aha, see, there it is. You just have to know where to look. We got this guy here, who we can just simply walk up behind and assassinate. Who do you want an impression of, Carl? Carl says he wants an impression. To which I say, of whom? Oh, look at that. It's like a neat little piece of paper. I got a shanty. Hey, what's up, Steve?
Job, you're alive. Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yeah.
Filch. I think it's funny he called him an ass bird. Rum for all, it said.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
God damn it, Carl.
Fancy meeting a Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Biding my time.
George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau. Shut your
I'm gonna find you, and when I do, I have a very specific set of skills. Edward did it, and then he knocks his ass out. You bastard! Oh, you just broke my nose. That's no nice. That's not nice. Here we go. Time to kick some ass and take some names.
I'll give you one.
Who's next? Really? Is that the best you got? Loser. That's funny. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, reporting to you live from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I was just at the lily pad with Miss Piggy. Unfortunately, her fat ass made the thing sink to the bottom. It's not always a good idea to have a pig for a wife, and if you're going to have a pig for a wife, it's not a good idea to live on a lily pad, because her fat ass will sink it every time. How about some bacon, baby? Robin Williams. And Carl the Crowd's like, this is... I can't do Bo Burnham. I was going to do Robin Williams doing Bo Burnham, but that didn't happen. For the record, these fuckers fucked with me first.
I'll catch you up.
Oh, hey guys. Smoke bomb. Here, have some smoke. See ya. That's a lot of little dots. Here, I'll just borrow you, and then I'll jump out and run. Excuse me, guys. Out of sight, out of mind. Thank you, Carl. I do my best. Hide inside of haystacks, it says. Okay. Dave Engel. Listen, I want it to be important. Morgan Freeman is not a hard man to do. All you have to do is talk like this. Now, the great thing about Morgan Freeman is that everyone can do his voice. All they have to do is try. Suddenly I have the entire freaking English guard after me. What I do is hide in the water. Morgan Freeman. Jerry Seinfeld. That's a black Jerry Seinfeld. Everywhere I go, everybody wants to see. I don't like Jerry Seinfeld, so I can't. I'm not an impressionist. Snake. My son does that, by the way. He now does an impression of a snake, and it's pretty damn adorable. Just saying. Alright. By the way, how great is it that his outfit is soaked? Let me just point this out, okay? It's, you know, like a white color, right? Carl, you want my impression of Meghan Trainor? No. See, look, everything's dark now and dripping with water. The longer I'm out of the water, and of course there's little footprints, the longer I'm out of the water, the whiter it gets as everything dries. Free hostages without being detected. Well, that's not easy, but I'll do my best. I think that the best way for me to do that I would do Jesus, but every time I do the impression of Jesus, the joke just dies before it takes off, and I can never get it back. I can never tend to bring it back, so go figure. Without being detected, huh? Damn it, I've been detected. Why are you diving into the water? Now they're gonna kill the hostages. Yep, damn it. Become anonymous to interact. I don't see anybody else here, do you? So that guy tried to swim and then literally drowned for no reason other than he couldn't swim. And I'm pretty sure that's the only hostage that I could free. So that sucks. Well, so for those of you who just saw Carl's text, Carl sent me a link and wanted me to describe my face. So when I saw it, basically, my jaw dropped to the floor, and I just bust out laughing. There was something seriously hilarious about it, and I can't really get into what it was, but it was funny. Somehow I got a gun. No idea how I got it, where it came from, but I know that I can aim it, which that's kind of cool. And I know that if I run at a guard with it, it will impale him. So that's kind of cool too. So there's that. For example, see? And he drops the gun for no reason other than to drop the gun. Because, you know, word. Speaking of guns and weapons and things. Voila, he says. So we've got sword sets. I can do French rapiers. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Spanish cup hilt rapiers. Well, Carl, it's been fun, and this actually has been an hour long, and it's, you know, not really my best stream, but hour-long stream, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, too. I appreciate you guys, both Tyler and Carl, for checking out my stream, and I'm glad I could keep you entertained. God bless. Thank you for joining in to Accent Gaming. I hope to see you again next time. I do, unfortunately, I do have, ooh, look at that, hold on, I just realized I have all these DLCs of the Blades of Toledo, so that's cool. I have Altair's sword, which is obviously badass, and then I have Ezio's swords, Ezio Auditore. Altair's swords would be amazing too, but it's like, wow. So this one does more damage, but the other one's faster, so I'm going to take Ezio's swords, because reasons. And anyway, now that I've given you a chance to see that I have those, and smoke bombs, we gotta fill that up, why not? I am gonna call it an evening now at this point, so, again, thanks for joining us, and, thanks again, yeah, so, remember to like and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff if you haven't already. God bless y'all. And thanks for joining me for Assassin's Creed Black Flag.